Hey everyone, I'd like to talk about freedom and what it means to you. I'm aware that everybody's idea of freedom is going to be completely different. And I'm wondering, are you in allowance of your own need or your own level of freedom? And are you in allowance of other people's and that they may be different? In fact, they're definitely different. Um, so, are you aware, first of all, of the level of freedom that you require in your life and within your body? Um, are you aware of what this means in terms of your lifestyle? Um, and I suppose an important question is, do you give this to yourself? Do you give yourself this level of freedom that you now know that you require? And the other side is, do you need to know what somebody else requires, or can you just be an allowance of what they need and the level of freedom that they require? For example, this could be within a relationship, this could be within the workplace, this could be in terms of friendship, this could be anything where uh, you have a relationship between you and somebody else. So it can be in any area of life. The connection is the most important thing, and how you manage that connection. I want to say manage it. I don't mean like was trying to uh, decipher it or control it. I just mean, as in, where have you allowed yourself or given yourself permission to be all of yourself? Have you allowed yourself permission to be all of yourself in a situation, or have you done that in one place and not done it in the second place? It's usually difficult to it's usually difficult to tailor make this. So it's usually difficult to give yourself freedom in one area and then restrict yourself in a second area, and then in a third area maybe something different again. That's where control comes into play, and that's way too much homework. That's way too much head work. So my question really is that, do you allow yourself, if you're very honest with yourself in terms of what you require in life, and putting everybody else's judgments aside and putting society's ideas for you to one side, can you allow yourself the level of freedom that you desire? You don't need to explain this level of freedom. You don't need to justify it. Um, can you give it to yourself even though you're being met with, I suppose, society's idea of what you should be doing? And if you hadn't noticed, um, there are quite a number of restrictions that are placed on us from society and from those pressures, because other people have, I suppose, aligned with society's ideas of who we should be. And being around situations like that can, I suppose, instill a lot of pressure, can offer a lot of pressure coming in from the outside. So can we withstand this, and can we continue being true to ourselves and truly ourselves in the midst of all of that? In terms of freedom, there are many, I suppose, hoops to jump through if you're really going to commit to yourself. I suppose society's normal pressures, which are marriage, house, family by a certain age or in a certain way, right? And also possibly in a certain order. So can you move around this and create your own situation? Or it's easy to create our own situation, but are we okay with doing this in the midst of everything that surrounds us? And are we okay? Are we able to maintain this in the midst of everything around us? The messages are very strong and they're very clear from the outside, which is there must be conformity, there must be alignment to this straight line that has been designed for us. Can we live outside of this? And can we go one step more than that? And can we can we create our own freedom within our new way of being in the world that will be different to everybody else's? Nobody needs to understand or to get what it is that you need and you require. The most important thing is that you offer it to yourself. Are you willing to offer yourself this freedom? And who knows what your level of freedom is? Maybe in this moment, we don't have any idea what our levels of freedom actually are, which makes it all more exciting because we have something to discover. And not knowing is sometimes a lovely place and space to be in, because it allows us to have free reign and full reign of what else is possible. So can we just sit for a minute and just really think about, if I was to do everything I wanted to do, or if I were to have everything that I wanted to have, or if I wanted to be everything that I feel like, or I sense that I want to be, what would that look and feel like? And can we actualize it? So I just want to leave you with that for today. I want just a question out there, as in, what does freedom mean to you, and what level of freedom do you require, and does your body require, and do you desire?